Today, let's do a creation of Chef Adam Perry Lang. This is called a board sauce or a board dressing. This is really good on meat. Here's the ingredients we're going to use today. Now, you can add other things to this. You don't have to stick to this. Any kind of fresh herbs. The bottom line is everything has to be fresh. We're going to start out, we put a chimney full of unlit charcoal and a little bit of cherry wood in the bottom of our acorn. Now, on top of that, we're going to dump a half a chimney of lit charcoal so it'll burn down and we'll have a nice long cook. We're going to be reverse searing our meat today. Now for our meat, I've chosen New York strip steak. This is Black Angus USDA choice. My man Kevin down at Tacoma Boys really hooked me up with a beautiful 4-inch thick New York strip steak. You can use other types of meat for this. I just happen to want to use this strip steak. This is really good. It's got a great flavor to it. All I'm going to do is go ahead and put some salt on this. And we're going to be, like I said, reverse searing this meat. You're going to leave the fat cap on. Now we've heated our acorn up to 250 degrees. That's where we're going to be cooking this at first. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put our meat in here, and we're going to stick our thermometer into it so that we can monitor the temperature inside the meat and on the grill. We're going to slow cook this at 250 degrees up to an internal temperature of 120 degrees. Okay, we've reached our internal temp of 120. Now we're going to go ahead and pull this meat off, and we're going to crank up our acorn, because what we want to do is get this thing really flaming hot so that we can go back and sear this meat. There we go. Open our top and bottom vents for this, and we've got this thing really smoking hot now. That's where we want it. Now we're going to put our meat back on here, and we're going to sear it on all sides, and we want to bring it up to an internal temperature of 130 degrees. While we were doing that, we went ahead, we've chopped up our jalapenos, we've cut our spring onions or scallions. Okay, there's our garlic. Crush that and throw that in. Next up is our sage leaves. And now we got our chives we're throwing in there. Now once we get that in there, we want to chop this up just as fine as we can get it. We want to get all the flavors to kind of meld together. We got all these beautiful fresh herbs, and we really want that to concentrate and go into our meat. Now next up, we're going to go ahead, we're going to put our olive oil on this. Using about 1/4 cup of olive oil. Use extra virgin. And then we're going to put our coarse ground black pepper over top of that. And we're going to sprinkle a little coarse salt onto it. Be sure and use kosher salt, not iodized salt. And with that done, we're just going to go ahead and mix this up really well. Now once it's mixed, we're going to spread it out evenly on our cutting board. We're going to bring our meat in off the grill. It's still hot. It hasn't rested. We're going to go ahead and sit it on top of those herbs, and we're going to slice it right on top of those herbs and let those meat juices run into the herbs. Okay, that's the secret to this. We get all those beautiful meat juices down into those herbs and mix all that up and just rub that over top of those meat slices, and it will be absolutely delicious. We plated that up. We put our herbs right over top of those meat slices. You'll love this. Enjoy.